Hi guys, it's Gamerlang back here, and this is my part 2 of Star Trek Armada 3 mod. Where we left it off in the previous video was, I was just about to send my fleet into this new planet here, so the battle's already began. I've had quite a lot of people interested so far in this Let's Play as well. Obviously they've had almost 60 views, so it seems to be quite an interesting one.
Station complete.
Just watching the battle here, that's I feel horrible because I have to force myself to talk quite a lot. That's one of the trousers where it seems to be the ass pulled right out of it, which is always good on my side because it means I'm winning the battle. I was just watching a couple of Star Trek episodes there as well. I mean, once you start playing the game, you just want to sit and start watching all the old Next Generation episodes, and they're absolutely fantastic. I love. Really think they did well with the Star Trek Next Generation. A really big step up from the original Star Trek series.
Research is required.
Obviously, Next Generation is my favourite era. Now, so far with this game, I've not seen really anything at all of the Federation of the Klingons, and I mean, they're meant to be on hard aggressors, so I expect maybe in the next 30 minutes or something, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, before I actually see them trying to push their way into my system, because they've got, just as many planets to take as I do.
Tis more brave to live.
I know there's a couple of issues with the AI, especially with the Klingons, but I know that is getting sorted out. And once that's sorted out, I actually start trying to do like the other races. I mean, I'm still contemplating, should I do the Borg? Should I do a Borg one where I've got maybe four races all teamed up against me and put them on, unfair mode? But I don't know. I want to see how this one goes, and hopefully get feedback off yous who are watching this, and who can actually tell me, oh no, Dave, what to do is do the Federation, have yourself 2 other Federations and go against the Borg. I don't know. I mean, I'm open for suggestions. MD can turn around and tell me, any kind of preferences. I'm more than likely actually just follow it and just do what you want. Now, I've already told you the basics about how to build ships with technology and how to colonise with technology. I've explained about how in the technology tree there's parts for you to increase your weapon damage, your health, your shields as well. There's other ones as well, which is for like your special abilities, which your ships do, which are like antimatter. That's what they use. It's like almost mana in a way for like magic games. You only have a certain amount. It regenerates over time. Let's see what I'm doing now. I'm looking at building myself a couple more different ships. And I take it my battle's going very well as well, so I need to see about colonising that planet. Because as I know, the pirates, I thought, are coming after me, so I know there's 2 points on the map which I can actually move to. If I colonise them, I can put them as like my bottlenecks. There's one just above that one. That's the one I need to get into and colonise. This one. This now is a Class M, so it's really good. You get a lot more population in a Class M. It means you generate more credits. It means you can have more logistics. More logistics means I can research more. So Class M's are normally, the sweeties, the ones which you want to grab as many as you can. I'm still running out of. Still running out of dilithium. And sorry, not dilithium, metal. For some reason, it doesn't seem to be a lot of metal areas, surrounding me. See, I'm still looking about, and I'm like, oh, it's metals which is preventing me from upgrading this one. I mean, you can be lucky. You can get a place where
My crew
you've got
is
just as
ready.
much dilithium as you do metal, or you can get a place
it
which is
steady.
dilithium heavy, no metal, or no metal heavy, no
lie in
dilithium.
the
That's normally
shadows.
been my case, but not
Tis
in this
more
one, not
brave
in
to
this map.
live than to die.
I mean, I
Lay in a
love the
course.
voices, the detail to it. This is
Station
absolutely
complete.
fantastic. There's my colony ship.
Proceed to
Come on,
coordinates.
let's make this planet. Also, if MD wants me to put a name for one of the planets, if MD's saying, hey, why don't you name that planet after me? You know, I mean, I'm quite happy to do that as well. Don't mind if I have Planet Robert, Planet
Proceed,
John, Kerry.
Centurion.
I think that'll be pretty fun. It makes you more actually
Sanitary
into the actual
research
series as
complete.
well. Hopefully, you don't unsubscribe if I lose the planet. You know, you're the one named after yourself. I'm just having a look about it.
We
As you can
have
see, as I said
successfully
before, I always
colonized.
scroll out. I like to scroll out, have a big look and go, right, where go next? Let's go here. I can't wait to
Ships
change
have
those pictures
arrived.
for the temps.
'Tis more brave to
I
live
don't know if it's an issue
than
with
to
the
die.
previous pictures, that they just don't look that good, and that's why they're not using them. It's me building up some defences, because I know from those two lines above there, that's where the enemies could be coming from. So stick a couple down, protect me. I think I start buying metal because I'm getting desperate. Yeah, with the what I'm doing at the top right hand corner, that's the kind of market, and you can buy and sell your
We are the
resources.
superior race. Bring all weapons to bear.
But that fluctuates. And sometimes what I do is I'll wait until it crashes and then I'll buy heavily.
Of the superior fight.
Just watch it here, just seeing you guys have all
Research is complete.
I mean,
Station
the kind of
complete.
non-race ones, the ones which aren't in the main race, they're called civilians, they're normally not that powerful, even in high numbers, because they don't really have any abilities which the races have for the ships. So they're not that much of a struggle. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I found an artifact as well on one of my planets. As you can see there, that's what I spoke about in the previous video. Actually gives you a plus benefit. And these are dotted around the whole system. And you can sometimes see it if the enemy finds it, shows you. It shows you what planet it's on, so then you can then go, right, I'll take that planet then. Gives me a nice little artifact. But it's quite expensive to actually look for the artifacts.
Station complete.
I want to try and increase my credits. And there you go, the issue again, it's just with the metal. There you go, finally, boom, put it down.
Treachery will get you everywhere.
Victorious again.
Proceed.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea that I
Research
do
is
that for my
complete.
videos. Have them done it in almost like a weekly event. So maybe 1 or 2 videos of Skyrim a week, 1 or 2 videos of Star Trek Armada a week as well. I've finally sorted out the Skyrim issue. We need to sort that, so I won't have the audio issues which I've had, which has been upsetting,
complete.
but it's
We've
now dealt
located
with.
the enemy.
So thank goodness. So we just look at the pirates. I'm looking, I'm like, what planet are they going to? Like, is that my planet? I'm looking and going, is it one of mine? I'm like, no, it's not one of mine. It's not one of my planets.
"'Tis more brave to live than to die."
I mean, I'm happy with my
Proceed
fleet size to
to
start.
coordinates.
So far, I'm not having any threats that I can't deal with. You know, fleet on fleet with the civilians. I keep
course.
calling them civilians. Rebels, that's it. With
We
rebels.
have the superior
But once the
fighter
pirates start
power.
coming, they start getting heavier and heavier, a lot more ships. And then once, I suspect when I bump into Federation or the Klingons, it'll start being a little bit more scary.
Station complete.
Right, I'm just looking.
Our research is
I'm
complete.
building a starbase here. Now, the reason why I did that is because, hey, who doesn't want to own a starbase?
Proceed
I
to
know it's a little
coordinates.
bit behind where I want my front line to be, but I just thought, you know what, I've got the money. It's nothing's really, you know, it's not really a limited item either. You can have a couple of them, you know what I mean? They don't cost a lot of money, and they're really well defended. I mean, the Klingons ones are disgusting. How much damage, you know, they can take and how much they can actually put out. And as I've never done the Romulans before, I'm not quite sure how good they are. But we know it's a starbase, and starbases are pretty tough.
We lack the resources.
Yeah, I was watching a recent episode as well,
Our
Star Trek Next
ships have
Generation, where they meet the Starship Enterprise, the NCC 1701C, which was the Ambassador class. The one which, you know, there wasn't really a TV show about. And basically what happened to that was they went to a distress call for a Klingon outpost, and it was getting attacked by, I think it was 3 Romulan warbirds. And the Enterprise died, it got destroyed. But the Klingons respected them for dying in honour, and that's actually one of the main key factors that actually made the Klingons join the Federation. Do you know what I mean? It was like an ultimate sacrifice, which was absolutely spot on, which they did. And it just makes you think, oh my god, Romulans are actually evil as hell. I always thought the Romulans maybe a little bit misinterpreted. They're actually not that bad. It's just their way of culture, the same with the Klingons. But no, the Romulans are can be seen as a really horrible race. I mean, I think they're meant to be like distant cousins with the what were they called again? The Vulcans. Now look at the detail. Oh, honestly, guys, if you just haven't played this yet, this video right now, this here should make you just make your mouth water, want you to get the game. It's absolutely amazing, just the detail. Now and again I'll get little frame rate drops, but it's nothing that bad that it's actually going to make a big difference in the game. But still, nobody likes having frame drops.
'Tis more brave to live.
I'm trying to edit this one as well
die.
a little bit better with the video, cutting out those twice which I've saved the game just to make sure that if I make any mistakes or the recording makes an issue, I can jump back onto it.
Proceed, Centurion.
And I've actually been able to edit that really well, so you can't actually see it when I'm doing it. There's a nice little starbase. Yeah, I'm moving my fleet over to here. Because I've did that right side, so I want to do the left side now. I want to colonise the planet to the left of the one I've selected and to the bottom left. I think finally my scout ship got destroyed. I mean, if any of you have played this, what do you think of the technology trees? Now, how they've done them? Do you think they're done really well, or do you think there could be slight improvements which they could do? Could they, you know?
Inform the Senate that victory will soon be ours. New coordinates.
It's me moving my fleet over there.
We have the superior firepower.
I mean, I don't have a lot of small ships, but I've got the 3 capital ships, which is, I think that's good enough. I mean, I think only one of them's a support. The other 2, well, you've got the capital ship, which is the commander. Hers is really powerful. It's like a warship. One of them's a support, and I think one of them's a kind of half support, half tactical. So.
Station complete. Station complete.
Oh, finally, look at this. A blooming Klingon, which has had the crap kicked out of it. I think it came from one of my previous systems. I think that's what's the issue's been. It's maybe went up against my starbase and went, "Ooh, run for honour the next time."
Yellow alert.
I think I try and chase my scout ship after it. I think my scout ship's slightly faster than
Our
theirs.
research is complete.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it have came through right beside my starbase. Now I'm looking at upgrades. You can upgrade your starbases. I don't think there's a limit. As in you can only have 5 points and you have to select them in whichever parts. I think as long as you've got the money, you can actually put it anywhere. But yeah, it's a tough decision trying to think where you're going to put your very scarce resources into first. But once the game gets further on, you've got so many planets, you don't need your research anymore, you've researched everything. It's all about just your fleet sizes, how strong your star bases are in defense. That's what the game comes down to. And how quickly you can churn out starships. You can see I've got very tactical heavy. So I want to build lots of ships. Now I'm deciding which one I want to use. I mean, I want to try out that ship because it looks strange compared to the rest, so obviously the picture hasn't had an update to it.
Proceed, Centurion.
I'm just looking, going, right, if I sell some dilithium, I can upgrade that, and then finally I can upgrade that ship. Just checking now what my metal rates are in my main city.
Yes.
We cannot, Commander.
Right. Made some scouts. Let's start scouting. So I right-clicked and going, why is it?
Our ships have
Why is it not
arrived.
letting me move? And I was like, right, let's check the research. And I'm like, oh god, I've not even done the star jump. Right, okay, let's do it now. Star travel. Bang. So that means I can jump from star to star. Which makes me realise, well, that means I need to have high defence in my star. So, you know, maybe put a starbase
engines.
and it's in a technological update as well. I can research. We can put 2 star bases in one system. Well, one gravity well.
To
I mean, the star's got a gravity well on it as well. So that means I could put 2 in. That could potentially protect me from both sides. Or I could put both into the place where they have to move from once they get into the star, into my systems.
Lock all weapons on that vessel.
So I just hate these squeezed out of
Bring
them.
all
And
weapons
there's
to
finally
bear.
the pirates, the ones which I was worrying about. I was like, God, is that all there is? 4? What on earth? Oh no, they've flown away.
Proceed.
So I right-click and tell them to go, tell them to jump whenever they're available. As I told you before, you can get them all to jump as a fleet or an individual.
Our research is
Get
complete.
no scouts to chase after that Klingon scout while I'm wasting time.
The weapon.
So I'm just looking for those pirates and then, oh, there they are.
Proceed
bold as
to
brass.
coordinates.
You think to yourself, I mean, can't the AI kind of go, right, there's only 4 ships, they've got loads of defences and a fleet, don't attack. But obviously, your AI can only be that,
Reinforcements have
you know, a
arrived.
certain level of difficulty.
Lay in the course.
I'm looking, I'm like, why can't I jump? And I'm like, up there, can I link from a
We
systems from
cannot,
planet to planet?
Commander.
My life
Oh,
for the
well, maybe I should go
Empire.
over there. So I'm just having a look to see what was the previous ships on the line up that I saw.
We
Oh, they're
have the
just-
superior
they're
power.
I guess it's a Nausicaan, that is. I think the Nausicans are one of the
In the
races
shadows.
which live pretty close to the Klingons' homeworld. They've been at war with them for a long time. They fight each other because they're both your warrior races. You know what the Klingons say, there's nothing better than I'll fight. And that other phrase that Worf always said, today is a good day to die.
Yes.
looking going, come on, hurry up, how long does it take for technology? And then I realised I can do my own there's a technical upgrade Romulans can do, which actually increases your research, how quickly you can actually research it, so it actually decreases the
Our
time.
research is complete.
Obviously, I haven't really put much into it, so obviously that was a silly move that I need to think about with the Romulans later, you know, in a later game.
We cannot, Commander.
Just having a look now, going, right, I still haven't seen there, so I need to fly over there and have a wee peek. So I'm going to go pick up my scouts. And then I go, oh no wait, I need to move this fleet.
My crew is
Let's
ready.
get this back to where it was meant to be.
Keep it
back
steady.
there. I'm choosing what's the best thing to upgrade now since I've got a little bit of
Swiftly and
cash.
silently.
I really want to make my disruptors a lot better.
Proceed
I've got
to
some stuff
coordinates.
to update the new ship. So I'm having a look for it going, where is it? I can't see
Proceed,
it.
Centurion.
And I went, oh, there it is. I'm just looking at it, seeing what it does, and I'm just like, it doesn't seem that great.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I mean, I need fighters. I know I need fighters. I need to go down there and smash out those with my fleet.
I am
That's what
yours
I'm
to
doing now. I'm
command.
moving down. But yeah, I know I need to build ships that produce fighters.
Treachery will get you everywhere.
But I really like the ships which just sit there and fire phasers. I just think it looks
Target
a lot
that
better
vessel.
than them standing at the opposite end of the map
We
and their fighters
have the
do all the work.
superior firepower.
I just feel as if I lose out of the kind of cinematic look of it.
We've located the enemy.
Just look at the fear that guy has. Oh my god. No wonder he's turning away when he sees that massive fleet. Yeah, if people are watching this video as well, I've actually got a Facebook channel, and it's called all one word, The Gamer Lang. I'll add it to my description in my video as well. I mean, if you do like watching my videos, if you could please, go on there, like my page. Means I can give you quicker updates on when I'm putting videos out.
Reporting.
I want to start maybe doing some discussions as well.
Inform the Senate that
Asking
victory
people,
will soon be ours.
I'm thinking about doing another game, what do you fancy me doing? And having people talk about it. Or even people to actually ask me questions about what am I using to record my videos with, what kind of microphone do I use? If people want to ask me questions about it, people are interested in doing something like this on YouTube. I mean, I'm more than happy to try and ask this. I mean, I am very new to this. I mean, I've only been going for a
engines.
week.
Lay in a course.
Oh my god, have to stop this now. I've just realised that this is a scary size of enemy ships here. Oh god, my scouts are going to get rattled. I think I'm going to make it out in time. There's one of the cruisers again. It's absolutely beautiful. I just say,
Our research is
But-
complete.
makes me happy because I look at my fleet and go, I could possibly take them on. But there does seem a lot of them. I think it's 2 levels of fleet size that they have. So I'm like, I think maybe it's best for me to build more ships. I don't know if any of you have a Steam account as well.
What is the request?
But they were giving away a free trial of Company Heroes 2 on the Steam client today. I've downloaded that, so I'm going to give that a quick play. I was really interested in actually playing and buying the game. Because I mean, I loved Company Heroes 1. Company Heroes was absolutely fantastic. What a game. The whole mechanics of how the game worked was brilliant. And it was very, very similar, because it's the same company, it's very, very similar to the way the Games Workshop Dawn of War 2
Proceed, Centurion.
ran as well. I know people who do like playing the Games Workshop games.
Treachery will
Will
get
turn
you
and
everywhere.
shout me, go, excuse me, dude. Dawn of War 2 was only good for one thing, when you did the Last Stand.
We have the superior
Last Stand is when
firepower.
you made a character and you upgraded them, and then you fought against endless waves of enemies. Now, that was proper good. I really liked it, but I still liked the game. The actual
Our
campaign you got to
ships
play
have
and the
arrived.
multiplayer aspect I thought was really, really good, because all your units
We lack the resources.
upgraded. You know, they leveled up
Planetary research
as long as you
is
kept them
complete.
alive.
Our research is complete.
And I like the fact how you'd fight an enemy and they'd run away, so they
Engage
didn't have to
those
lose
treacherous
the units.
fools.
I mean, I thought it was a really, really good
Tis
game.
more brave to live than to die.
Talking about games, let's get back to this
I
one.
am
This
yours
is
to command.
this is going to be maybe a little bit of a difficult battle, just because I mean, they've got a lot of ships. I think they've got like 3 cruisers in that system. So I'm trying to take out the cruisers first. Cloak, you saw that one there, just decloaked and scared little daylights at this fighter. And he's just decloaked again and cloaked again. The AI is nothing to be proud of. I think one of the best things for me to do actually is go around and cleanse all the system.
We
There you
have the
go. See, I'm having
superior
a look. I'm like, I
firepower.
think it's getting a bit risky. So,
Lay in a
yeah, I'm going to move
course.
him back.
Station complete.
I think I forgot to do one thing as well. I think I forgot to put them on individual jump. So I think I'll go up to it in a wee while and I look at it and go, oh, what an idiot. Always make sure when you're trying to flee, check how they're jumping together. Make sure they have got the jump when possible activated, because you could lose a good few
Our
more ships
research is complete.
when they're all sitting there waiting for every ship to be in line so they can jump. It gives the enemies so much more time to take out vulnerable ships.
Station complete.
There you go, that's one of the new ships.
We
So I'll
have the
look at them.
superior
Looks alright,
firepower.
looks pretty cool. Romulan ships are all pretty cool looking. They all have kind of roughly the same idea. And Klingons are different. All their kind of cruisers look similar, and then only a couple of frigates look similar.
Planetary
Whereas in the
research
Federation,
is
they all look the same as well. They're all got nacelles and they've got saucer sections. Whereas in the Romulans, they've always got these kind of winged ideas, except for one of their ships, I think it is. Just one of the capital ships. Actually, I think it's one of the ships I'm controlling just now. Right, I'm trying to put on more defences here. There you go. I realised, oh, what have I done? What an idiot. Guys are getting battered now. And then, there you go. They all jump away. Then I look at him and I go, hold on, he
My
can
life
float,
for the
can't he?
Empire.
So I'll upgrade. I'll upgrade them. And I was like, oh, can't think. So why is it not going to activate his cloak now? He must have used it by now.
Tis more brave to
There you
live
go, he's just
than to
getting
die.
kicked about before he jumps. And finally he jumps. It's my own fault. I deserve to get a bit of a beating there.
We
Next time I'll
have
learn
the superior firepower.
individual jumps when I'm running away.
Engage
I even
engines.
spoke about it in the previous video. Do you know what I mean? I may be able to preach it, doesn't mean I can practice
Tis
it.
more brave to live than to die.
Yeah, with the video length as well.
Planetary research is
Or this,
complete.
the Let's Play Armada. I think this is a sweet spot kind of length. It's about 50 minutes. I've looked at other people's videos. Some people do it for 20 minutes, and I look and I go, you don't get enough in it. But I can see why they do it. They do it so, for instance, my first video was 53 minutes long. And let's say they did 3 videos in that length. It means they're getting more views. Do you know? They're getting
My
a view
life
on
for the
one,
Empire.
20 minutes, a view on the other one for about 20 minutes, and a view on the other one for whatever time's left. So they're getting 3 views
Talon reporting.
every time people are going to watch it. But I just don't think it seems satisfying. I mean, I think, 50 minutes is a good time. I think maybe it's a little bit too long, in my own opinion. But I've sat and watched the guy Syndicate from the Syndicate project. I've sat and watched his live play of Minecraft, which is like 2 hours long. And I've sat there and I've been able to watch it. It's like watching a movie. You commit yourself to sit and watch a movie for 2 hours long. I mean, what's the difference you sit watching somebody play a game for 2 hours long? But yeah, what I want you to have a good, a good experience when you're watching this Let's Play. I don't want you just to watch 20 minutes and go, what? So you've made 3 ships and you're moving to the 3rd system. Whereas I want you to see me do, as I've done, what's that, 4 systems I left the previous channel, the previous video on, was it 4? 4 systems, I guess half decent wee fleet size. In this one as well, I'll leave you and I'll have a few more systems and I'll have a bigger fleet. Got a little treat as well at the end of it, near the end of the video, which will whet your appetite even more to, for the next video which comes out. I don't want to tell you, but I'm really dying to. Let's just give you a hint then, okay? Make me feel better. If you've seen the Star Trek movies, you've heard of the phrase, she's a predator. That gives you a kind of hint what I'm going to leave this video on. Which is really exciting. Really exciting. So now I'm looking at my fleet, and I know I need to increase it. I think I've built a station here as well, and let's me just click on something special there. Don't want to really go in depth about it. So I know I need to build either a repair yard here if I've not already done one, but a shipbuilding factory.
Our research is complete.
Because this seems to be, it's going to be one of my areas of operation where I actually build my guys and send them out from.
Station complete.
Now, when I want to do old games, there's a couple of old games that I'm interested in doing. One of them is Enter the Matrix. Don't know if any of you remember that. Very, very old game. One of the first games that came out for the Matrix. It was iconically known for its cars having square wheels. The detail was, shall we say, perfect back then. I've also got Starship Troopers, which is a first-person one, which was absolutely fantastic. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what old game I can bring into it. And old games are a lot easier to do because they're not that demanding on your computer. But yeah, what I'll do is I'm going to post on my Facebook a list of the games I have.
New planet detected.
You can choose amongst yourselves which one I should do a video on.
Station complete.
I mean, if you don't want to go on my Facebook, you can just type a comment on here. You turn around and go, Lang, do us a favour, do a video on your Alien versus Predator. I mean, everyone who writes me a comment in, I always try my best to get to reply back.
Complete.
I mean, I've not had that many comments so far. I think I've only had 2. But I've replied back to them. So if you want to turn around and ask me a question or tell me something which I've done wrong, at least if you say it, I'll reply back. I mean, I don't mind if people are going to, put down my editing skills. But if they can turn around and go, Dave, you put this bit here, when you're talking, the game's too loud, so we can't hear. I mean, as long as you can turn around and tell me, well, if you do this instead, it'll make it better. I mean, I'm more than happy to take free advice off people. More than happy. And if anybody helps me that much, I mean, I'll quite happily tell people about them giving me this advice. Because it might help them, and, in the future they might turn around and get people on Facebook and then going, hey, you helped Lang, could you give me a hand? I want to try and spread all the words around. I want to try and build a community of people who enjoy the same type of games, who know they can turn around, they can tell me, Tell me their honest opinion. Honest opinion of games, honest opinions of how I play the games.
Our research is complete.
Give me ideas of things to do, games to do.
Red alert.
I mean, even to people trying to say, can you not do a review on your top 10 games? Do you know what I mean?
New
Everything I
planet
want.
detected.
I'd love this to be a community where everybody's, you know, being able to bash ideas and comments to each other. That's really what I'm aiming for.
Talon reporting.
Now, I think I finally found one of the Federation vessels. One of the Federation planets there.
Station complete.
And it wasn't really that intimidating, shall I say. Looks as if the Klingons and the Federation are
New
having a bit of a
planet
fallout. They both
detected.
paid bounties to each other. So I'm just checking the relationship. The Klingon Federations are not friends, that's for sure. And then I'm just going to check how the Federation is with us. The Federation are still not friendly, but they're still a lot better to us than they are with the Klingons. So I don't know, maybe if they've been fighting each other, you know, pestering each other. But yeah, they don't seem that intimidating. Which is a bit upsetting because I wanted this to be a real hard, difficult Let's Play where I'm constantly getting bombarded. But you know, it hasn't happened. Now I'm trying to decide what ship to do
New
now.
planet
I want
detected.
a powerful ship, a powerful capital ship. I think I go for this one. I'm just checking everything on my planet, just checking the name. You know, can I build another commander instead? And then finally go, yep, do you know what, I will.
We have the superior.
Now, if anybody knows who this Romulan commander is, if they could tell me, because
lay in a
I don't know.
course.
I know the other girl. I'm sure that's either Tassa, your daughter or sister. It's one or the other. And so I know who she is, but I don't know who this person is. But I'm going to get him to join the fleet anyway. And I think I still build another capital ship. I'm just having a look and seeing like how many ships I have to still do. I still have to do another 3. I mean, this game to me is all about big, massive space battles.
New planet
Big,
detected.
massive space battles. Like the Jemadar from Deep Space Nine, the Jemadar Wars. Now you want battles that massive. I think the CGI in this is probably better than they did the Dominion Wars. The Dominion Wars as well. I was talking to my friends about how I was doing a Let's Play a Star Trek game, and he actually turned around to me and went, "Do you know what game you should play?" And he was like, "It was Klingon Honor Guard, made by Microprose, which is a first-person shooter." And I remember getting that game, and I remember how hard that game was. That game was solid, absolutely solid. It was great for its time as well. The detail in it was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, nothing compared to today's standards. Today's standards, it's absolutely it's a joke.
New
Just like a lot of games. A lot of games don't
detected.
keep well over time. But that game is brilliant. First-person shooter. Go to different planets.
Station complete.
Fought against the Andorians, the blue guys with the 2 antennas. The weaponry was cool. You got a bat'leth. Is that how you say it? Backleth. The Klingon two-handed
My
weapon.
life for the
You
Empire.
also got the Klingon knife. I don't remember what that's called either. My
New
God.
planet detected.
My knowledge in Star Trek is badly diminishing. I used to be able to tell you loads of stuff. I used to know 4 phrases in Klingon. Now, I think I will remember
Proceed to
shut up,
coordinates.
which means shut up. I mean, obviously there's a reason why I remember that one. You know, it's not that much of a difference.
Talon reporting.
But yeah, Klingon Honor Guard was a fantastic game. Tempted to do it, but I really want
New
an opinion
planet
of everyone
detected.
to tell me, play this game. This is when you've got to play this. We want you to play this game. What I might do as
Our
well,
ships
I might
have
actually look
arrived.
at getting some new games which have came out. I might get one which is really popular and try and do a let's play for that, because even though I've got my old games, I need to have new games, up to date games, because that's what the public want. Public want to see the new games being
Our
played through.
research is complete.
I'm lucky that
My
this is a
life
recent new
for the
mod.
Empire.
But I mean, if you look at Skyrim, I think there must be hundreds, thousands of videos
Our
of
research
Skyrim.
is complete.
But it's one of the first games I thought would be quite interesting. Might whet people's appetite. But this Star Trek is definitely one of the ones I have really enjoyed playing, and it's really been a great enjoyment of
New planet
actually
detected.
making it as well, you know, and publishing it on YouTube. And it's really rewarding as well, you know, the people actually watching it. I've seen that some people have watched it. I've had one like on my Star Trek Armada video, which is all appreciated as well. Happy with
New
that.
planet
I mean, if
detected.
you guys do like these videos, I mean, if you could like them, it's fantastic. You know, it really, really goes a long
My
way to
life
have a
for
like,
the
to have a
Empire.
comment, even a subscription. To have a subscription would be good. I think I've got
Warbird reporting.
17 subscribers now,
We have the
which I'm
superior
happy about.
firepower.
I mean, that means at least I know I've got
My
17
life
people
for the
who are
Empire.
interested in seeing future
Your
videos.
will.
But yeah, there we are. I've made my next capital ship.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Now, I definitely do the plasma torpedoes, and I do the gravity well later on, but I do the plasma torpedoes just now. And I've just realised, oh, they're all
Proceed
jumping. Are
to
they going to wait
coordinates.
for him?
New
Look
planet
at that.
detected.
Look at the detail of that ship. That's absolutely
We serve only the
gorgeous.
Tal Shiar.
I mean, don't know any of you guys,
Our
Trekkie fans,
research
got
is
the Star
complete.
Trek Starship monthly magazine.
New planet
I mean, I did.
detected.
And the models were fantastic. Wow. That's when I look at this game, I look at the models I've got and I just go, the detail on these are absolutely fantastic.
We serve only the
I
Tal
mean, look,
Shiar.
there's the Klingons that I've met now, and look how scary that big ship looks. I think I turn tail and run. I'm trying to do a little bit of a cinematic here, and I keep missing it. And I'm like, right, okay, let's try it again. Let's go for this one instead. And there we go. I press Control Shift Z, I think.
Engage engines.
No, not yet. Did I just give up? I think I do. I think I just give up and go. No, can't do it. I was never
New
a
planet
photographer.
detected.
My crew is
There's that
ready.
new capital ship flying down there, about to pod names and take ass, as we say.
It shall be done. Proceeding.
You ever hear any noise in the background as well? Just
New planet detected.
just remember that I live in the student halls, so it's really, it can't be really loud. You get somebody that's just kind of moaning like a zombie. Oh, just look at that.
New planet detected.
Warbird has
Treachery
to
will
be
get
my
you everywhere.
favourite starship.
My life for the Empire.
Definitely favourite starship has to be the Warbird. It's massive. It looks intimidating.
How may I serve?
Getting close to the Titan production now as well. So I've not got that much left.
Proceed, Centurion.
Yeah, I can afford that now, so yeah, I think I'll stick that on. I mean, I've got lots of credits now, still got low amount of metal.
New
I'm looking at
planet
here, and this
detected.
basically increases my... I think it increases my production for
Our
is it
research
raw
is
materials, but it
complete.
decreases my credits intake. That's my fleet coming back after that devastating battle. Left no man alive. Finally found that pirate base. Now, if there's only one, that leaves it great for me because he has to go through a big, massive system before he
Red
gets to me.
alert. The enemy
That'll only lead to
starship
him getting,
is
picked
complete.
up by the vultures of the Federation before he has to come anywhere near my hardcore guys. I'm just looking here and looking at my military ranking, economy ranking, I think it's logistics ranking. I'm doing alright, I'm doing good, I'm happy. Just looking over here, this is definitely one of my forward bases. As I said, right at the bottleneck. I need to start thinking about the other one.
We have successfully colonized. Our research is complete.
Just looking and seeing, how am I going to do that one? I'm going to make that one a credits holder as well. Yeah, public logistics, population up. Makes me happy.
New planet detected.
I start to look at the how the public is, because in this game, if your public gets below 25% of their affiliation to you, they can actually revolt,
Planetary research
turn against
is
you,
complete.
and bring in a fleet of ships. Now, that could be dangerous later on in game, because if you've got like two massive fleets and you're fighting
Our
on
research is
two
complete.
borders, two opposite borders, and then all of a sudden one of your cities revolt, what are you going to bring in it to subside it? It's really, really difficult. So I'm going to start having a look to make sure I've got a really good, it's called affiliation, I think it is. I'm going to just start having a look to make sure my planets have got a
Proceed,
decent affiliation.
Centurion.
Be sending my fleet up to that big
Where to?
system. Just realised that
Proceed.
they're not part of the same fleet, so I need to add them to the same fleet. I mean, come on, guys, this is teething
may I
problems. By the end of this game, we'll all be professionals. Be able to log on, complete the game in 10 minutes
We lie in the shadows.
after we make all the mistakes in this video.
Our ships have arrived. We have engaged the enemy.
So yeah, let's start asking more questions to you as well. Like, what's your favourite Star Wars race?
My crew is ready.
I mean, there's so many to choose from. I've already told you that. And also, what's your favourite starship? This game's anyway, there's a big battle scene here. I'm gonna be quiet and sit and watch it out and see how it does.
Treachery will get you everywhere.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
We are the superior race.
Warbird reporting.
Our research is complete. Planetary research is complete.
Warbird reporting. Engage engines.
Trying to use that special ability there for fast material.
Warbird reporting.
Inform the Senate that victory will soon be ours.
My crew is ready.
That the research is complete.
My crew is ready.
Just clean it up now.
Inform the Senate that
Look at
victory
that, it's
will
2
soon be
warbirds.
ours.
2
Warbird
warbirds
reporting.
can batter everything. Now, one of my capital ships can have the upgrade ability to colonize planets. I think I'll leave it because I think I don't really need it till very far on in the game, where all I do is I'll fly in when I
My
start
life
taking on
for the
the
Empire.
Federation. Every place I capture with my fleet, I'll colonize, move up, colonize, move up, colonize. Don't really need it just now. I'd rather spend his, his level up point on something more needed at this period in time. I'm just checking out this planet. It's now one of the recent ones. I'll put some more research down. Because these planets here, I really don't need to put anything, like turrets down just now, because I'm not taking that much. There seems to be not much threat from the Klingons and the Federation. The Federation looks really sparse. The Klingons don't look as if they've got a really big fleet either. Okay, fair enough. I didn't really go right into the heart of the Federation area, I don't think, so it could be the fact that I've just totally misinterpreted the situation. I mean, those Federation are very cunning. I'm increasing the
Station
fleet size
complete.
here.
Where to?
Swiftly and silently.
Station complete.
There's only 3 planets controlled by Klingons there, and only like 3 here in Federation. 4, what's 4 or 5 for the Federation? I think because they're paying bounties for the pirates all the time, it seems to be going for them, and it seems to be getting battered.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Sorry, that was the Army of Mordor walking past my door there. I was expecting Gandalf to shout off the "You shall not pass by my door." Right, I'm having a look, see if that's worthwhile to get.
Station
It's not
complete.
really. I need more damage. I mean, the quicker I kill the enemies, the less time they have hitting me,
Our
so less
research
damage I
is
take.
complete.
So I know I need to increase my damage.
Station complete.
Yeah, taking damage. I need to be able to take that better as well. Now I have a lot of money now. It's 10,000, 11,000 credits.
We have successfully
loads of
colonized.
titanium and loads of dilithium. I'm just checking out those and seeing, right, is there much ships there? It doesn't seem to be. So what should I be doing? Now this is what's me now getting to the affiliation. Start building these listening posts out everywhere as well. Something like here. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea to get that just now. I'll just leave it for later. And I try and hover over things so it gives you enough time to actually look at them as well, not just for me. Obviously I don't do it perfect, sometimes I'll flash over it and go away, you're like, what was that? You can always pause the video and have a wee gander. Now, I need to increase production. I'm trying to have a look, what's the best thing to spend it on? Nah, that's the thing I stay with now.
Station
So just do both of those. Oh, I had loads of money. Where's it all gone? Oh yeah, that's
Our
right. I
research
spent it.
is complete.
I need a little bit more metal. Let's buy them again. And I'm looking, going, why can't I build it? I've got the capital. Oh, I need more fleet size.
Station complete.
Yeah, once I start building out that Titan, I think I'm going to start doing the listening posts. I think it's the listening posts or the Talsiar. It's the one that increases affiliation. Yeah, Talsiar listening posts. Because it will increase
Commander.
my affiliation of the planet. Stop them revolting. It's the last thing I want is for them to revolt and end up leaving me. I think I've got enough now. Should have. Oh, once it researches that. Look at the size of mine there. I'm doing really well. Federation, kind of alright. Klingon's still pretty small.
Complete.
Am I kind of pulling myself too thin here?
My
I spread myself out too
Empire.
What is the request?
thin? I don't know. I think my fleet looks pretty beast, pretty boss.
We cannot, Commander. Our research is complete.
Quite clearly can't afford anything like that. Because I've just spent a fortune. A wee bit of a lag spike there. Look at that beautiful beast getting built there.
Station complete.
I'm trying to look because I need metal, so I'm having a look seeing which one's the best one for metal. I haven't seen them yet, so I don't know what's best for me to jump over there and have a wee look see. I think it's maybe best for me to move my fleet over instead of a scout ship.
What?
I mean, not for myself, it's for you, to keep you
Enter the
entertained.
coordinates.
Keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? So because if I do more battles, you enjoy it more. There seems to be, when it comes to people, more death. The more interesting it actually is. So yes, so all this death and destruction is for you guys, not for me, for yous. Yeah, that's me. I start putting my listening posts out. You'll start seeing it as well. It becomes really apparent. The lines that join the systems up start going green.
Our research is complete.
It just means they're happier together. It's like holding hands. It's two big, massive green hands stretching out across empty space, just hugging each other.
Decommission in progress.
Because I don't need to concentrate that much now on technology, I should be okay.
Station complete. Planetary research is complete. Decommission in progress.
I mean, I've got enough, but I mean, I could produce more then. dismantling that there, and then I think we go. Yeah, that was a great. Yeah, it's taken a long time. I think it's 430 odd seconds it takes to actually build that beauty. There's my lovely little fleet. I think there's just as many capital ships as there is frigates.
My life for the Empire.
It doesn't matter.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
Just checking all the levels to make sure I've did all the upgrades. Oh, look at the warlords.
Our research is complete.
Like, fucking absolutely
Station
cool as hell,
complete.
honestly. This game's one of the best Star Trek games I've played. If not the best, it's one of the bests. I mean, it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It feels if you want the Synth Soul Empire to actually go out and make a game like this, but they have all the rights. Missions. Who's got the license to say? Oh, a little bit of a kind of lag spike there.
Engaging target.
There is my misclick of win. Misclick of win. Look at that. One ship down that quick.
Empire.
I mean, my fleet's becoming ridiculous now. It's because of the capital
Get in
ships.
position.
Though. He's gone as well. Goodbye. I'm slowly starting to pull out with my guys. Starting to spread out. Want to take over all the systems. Even if I don't take them over, at least clean them out. I don't think the rebels respawn. I can just clean them all out so they're not there anymore. So later on, I can just move up my colony ships and pump them right everywhere.
Planetary research is complete.
And lets me start building more listening posts. Just keeps the affiliation, keeps the people happy. I don't know why it's called the listening post then. I mean, am I listening to the people who say bad things about the Empire and slowly take them away? That does seem like the idea of how the Romulans are.
We've located the
really
enemy.
need to build more. We'll find more systems that have got more tritanium. I really need to increase that a lot more. So you can start seeing the green lines now, seeing how happy everyone is.
Planetary research is
Oh, look
complete.
at that, look how much money's getting spent on the bounties.
Station complete.
We have the superior firepower.
Right, also, who do you think I should attack first? Do you think I should attack the Federation first or the
Proceed
Klingons?
to coordinates.
What I might do is I might post that on Facebook and actually just say that, guys, I'm going to start attacking a race. Who do you want me to attack? The Klingons or the Federation? You know, get a response. And whichever one gets the most responses,
We lack the resources.
I'll do that one. And what I'll do is as well, if you're not going to do the Facebook, just put a comment down here and tell me which one to attack first. And then I'll add them all together.
New research is required.
And then I'll do it.
Our ships have arrived. Additional construction is required.
And as I said as well, if you want any planets named after you, by all means put a wee comment
serve only the
in the
Dalshiar.
comment section. If you want one of my ships named after you as well, I'm more than happy to do that. Now this should be down to its final little part.
Planetary research is complete.
There we go. She's a Predator. As I said, I was going to leave off with a nice little treat, and there you go.
The Praetor
Look
will
at
be
that
pleased.
thing.
My life for the Empire.
Absolute intimidating.
Engage
scary shit.
engines.
And it's trying to fly away. There we go. Join the fleet. Good job. Now this
Our
Titan's more of a
research is
destruction.
complete.
You know, it's more damage based
Planetary
than
research
the
is
Federation. The
complete.
Federation's like super support. This one's attack. Klingon one's a bit silly, but it's, you know, the best hint to give you is there's honour and death. There we are. Honour and death. Now I already know they've built 2 Titans. Haven't seen them, so I don't know where they are. Don't know who's built the Titans. Is it Federation or is it the Klingons? But I do know 2 Titans have been built.
The Praetor will be pleased.
Now this video's went a bit over than what I said I was hoping to do. But I'm really going to try my best not to do that anymore. I'm going to try and keep it a set time, you know, give or take a couple of minutes. Not give or take, you know, 15 minutes. But yeah, that's coming to the end of this part as well, guys. All I do is say thank you again for watching. I mean, I really appreciate every person who watches my videos.
Planetary research.
And also anybody who puts a like or even subscribes to me, even on my Facebook. I mean, it is fantastic to
It is
see
more
people
brave
really
to
interested
live
in this, and it's
than
because
to
of you.
die.
You are the people who
Lay
are
on a
watching
horse.
these going, yes, David, we've watched these, we like these, put more on. I mean, as I said, if you ever want to leave a comment, ask me something, tell me I'm doing something wrong, tell me I'm doing something right, you know, please do it. And, you know, I'll always try and respond to everyone as well. But anyway, this has been Game of Lying, and thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll do part 3 until the end of the week. Take it easy, guys.